Hi guys, welcome to Gary's Football. On this video we're going to be talking about Man City versus Chelsea in the Premier League. So Bill, we both watched the game, both got our notes on our phones. What did you think of the game?
Well, from a Man City point of view, they were fantastic, weren't they? 6-0 against a top six rival in Chelsea, and then that's absolutely brilliant, isn't it, from their point of view. Chelsea, very worrying. I mean, it was bad enough, the 4-0 away at Bournemouth, that defeat. But yeah, shocking today from a defensive fashion. They gifted a few City goals.
Absolutely. Embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, you have to question Sarri, his tactics now, his style of play. You know, will he even last the rest of this week, like the next week or so? With Chelsea's history of sacking managers, I mean, you could say the writing's on the wall for him.
Well, he's already admitted that he can't motivate the team.
Yeah, what's he going to say now?
And I said to you at half time, which will come to the goals in a sec, how do you now motivate the team after that?
Yeah.
But it's funny actually, because Chelsea, when it first started, I thought, they're playing well. They're pressing City here.
Yeah, first 2 minutes they were brilliant. After that, but no, you're right. They did come flying out the blocks, and they were pressing City up high, weren't they? Which, I mean, Sarri's not really known for that. The Chelsea team has not really done that much.
No.
But Higuain was pressing from the front, pressuring Stones and Laporte when they had the ball. Hazard and Pedro were just behind him. But yeah, it looked like they were going for it. But the game plan went out the window after 3 minutes.
Yeah, good old Sterling.
Yeah, I mean, but what the hell was Marcos Alonso doing? I'm sorry, that is shocking defending.
So what you mean next time, Bill?
But it is though. There's question marks over him whether he can play at left back, and
no,
I don't think he can. I mean, talk about shifting responsibility and not taking your own responsibility. You moved. It was a free kick. De Bruyne had the ball, and he's moving centrally towards David Luiz for no reason. He's already marking Aguero. Bernardo Silva was on the right hand side, not being marked, and he's telling either Barkley or Hazard to mark Silva, and then he's got his back to it. And then if you saw it on the replay, De Bruyne has took the free kick, and Alonso's got his back to it.
No structure to it. It's just completely all over the place.
Shocking, absolutely terrible defending. And Bernardo Silva, crosses the ball in, took a bit of a bobble.
Cross.
Well, no, it was a bit of a bobble, wasn't it? But ended up with Raheem Sterling, who finished it really well. 1-0 down, 3 minutes gone, game plan probably out the window.
Absolutely. And then, to be fair, Chelsea were pressing again. But again, City got the break. Aguero completely missed an opener. It was on a plate for him. I've got to quote Gary Neville here, floppy foot. Well, sometimes even the best strikers miss easy chances. That was a FIFA miss, wasn't it, at one point? I could see Guardiola going,
I didn't press R1 circle quick enough. Yeah, so it was a glitch or something, wasn't it? But that goal, the first goal by Sterling, it's City's 14th goal in the first 15 minutes of matches in the Premier League this season. So another quick start by them. And it should have been an even better start after 7 minutes or so when Aguero missed that incredible chance. You would have thought it was offside or something, the way time just stood still, but he just completely missed it. I can't believe it, but luckily enough he made up for it not long afterwards.
Yeah, he did. And just before that though, I did think maybe Chelsea could have a bit of a chance, because I saw Hazard had a fantastic solo play.
Yeah.
Just couldn't quite finish at the end. But I literally saw like a mini sort of Thierry Henry, the way he was going through the defenders on his own. But after that, I think City kind of got a fantastic goal from Aguero outside the box, wasn't it?
It was, but I think Chelsea again, I think they could have done better really. I think there was a couple of weak challenges by Jorginho and Rudiger on Aguero. And I think Kepa, I think he could have saved that personally. He got a hand to it, and he tipped it into the corner. So I think if you're a world record fee goalkeeper, which he is, I think you should save those personally. But Aguero, he done very well. I think he made up for his earlier miss.
Oh, absolutely. What a shocker it was before. But then, not as you could say, was Barkley the next man to get the stick?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't know what he was doing. Luis headed the ball away, and then Barkley, for whatever, I mean, he weren't exactly in the box trying to head it back to the goalkeeper. He was on the edge of the box, and obviously Aguero's not offside because Barkley's headed it back. It was a good finish by Aguero. Turn, swivel right into the corner. So nothing Kepa could do about that. But yeah, they just summed up Chelsea's woeful defending in the first 18 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Possibly throughout the game actually as well.
Some good finishes, but all errors from Chelsea.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
And midway through the first half, Gundogan, he makes it 4-0. And that is completely game over if it wasn't already. But again, I've not been harsh, but Kepa, that's one he definitely should have saved. I think if that was shot at Ederson, he would have saved that, or Alisson, or any of the other top goalies. De Gea, for example, they would have saved that shot. Yeah. But he didn't. So, but good play. He
sort of lost his confidence by that point. That's what used to put it down to.
Or is he good enough to be considered a world record fee for a goalkeeper on that evidence? And in other games as well, I'm yet to be convinced by him.
Yeah, it was weird looking at Chelsea in the first half, really, because you could argue, City dominated because they're 4-0 up, game over.
Yeah.
But there were times where they looked quite strong as well, Chelsea. Like they looked like they were attacking, they looked like they could give City a good game, but then they just kept collapsing all the time.
Yeah, they had a couple. I mean, midway through the first half, probably until half time, they had a lot of the ball, Chelsea. And they had a few chances, like Pedro had a couple of chances. The first one in particular, you'd like to think if Higuain had that chance, he would have scored it. But he shot it straight at Ederson. I mean, bit of a rubbish attempt, to be honest, here. And Higuain had a volley that was well saved by Ederson. So they did have chances, and they were trying to pass the ball a bit quicker than they usually do. So you could see the game plan, but it was just wasn't working. No, because they weren't clinical enough, and then they were let down by liabilities at the back.
Oh, absolutely. That's the best way to describe it. Liabilities.
Yeah.
So then you could look at it, the first half 4-0 to City. Again, coming back to it, how do you motivate Chelsea for the second half? I know there's been history against Arsenal, Newcastle, come back 4-4, but could you see them doing that?
Well,
not really.
No, you got to look at are the players, are they giving it for the manager? The second half, I wouldn't say they threw it away, but they weren't exactly playing to their best, were they? I think they were just going through the motions. I mean, even N'Golo Kante, he's somebody who's got high energy and presses people. He wasn't even doing that. I think because City were giving him the runaround too much.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just playing off Jorginho so much. De Bruyne was pretty much playing off Jorginho all game. He had time and space. And, I think it's known now, if you shut down Jorginho, you shut down Chelsea.
Absolutely.
Really.
But even at the back, like David Luiz, if you look at his performance, especially in the first, 47th minute, if you like, really sloppy play. When he passed back to the keeper, what was he doing?
Yeah.
I think there's just that lack of sort of composure at the back.
Well, I think this game has shown that Chelsea's defence are not as strong as what they were under Antonio Conte when they played with a three at the back, admittedly. I mean, the only one you can really say is a proper solid defender is Azpilicueta, but as we'll talk about in a minute, he gave away the penalty when he took down Sterling. I think there's question marks over Kepa, as we've mentioned today.
Yeah.
Rudiger, Giroud's still out and in. Luis, I've never been convinced about, and Marcus Alonso is not a left back. He's a good left wing back, but he hasn't got the defensive mentality to play as a left back. So I think there's question marks in the whole of that defence.
Absolutely, but just before that penalty though, fantastic header from Aguero.
Where he hit the bar.
You could see he was like, I want this hat-trick. To record Alan Shearer's record. It was it 11 hat-tricks in the Premier League?
Yeah.
I mean, so you can see he was going all guns blazing for that. And then we come to the penalty.
Yeah, so it was 54 minutes, as I say, Azpilicueta took down Sterling, blatant penalty. No
further questions, Your Honour.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Aguero tucks it away very easily, and that is his 11th hat-trick, as you say, level with Alan Shearer. Fantastic achievement.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's always going to go down as a great now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it's funny, since, you know, Pep Guardiola's come in, he's got even better than what he was. And he was incredible anyway, so he's got even better. And there was this talk of, oh, is Jesus going to start matches in front of Aguero? But Aguero's having none of it. He's getting even better. And ever since that Liverpool game, when City beat Liverpool at the Etihad, he's just been absolutely incredible, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And if he keeps this form up, Man City are going to be very difficult to stop.
Exactly. And to be fair, you know, I'll come to that in a second in terms of the title race and what it brings for the league. But obviously Sterling then made it 6.
Yep.
Which definitely game over.
Great work by David Silva, who come on, played the ball in behind Zinchenko, good cross, and Sterling. Not an easy finish with his left foot, but he tucked it away very easily.
Whacked it in.
He did, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so you could say definitely game over 6-0. But what I also, if you look at the goals that Man City have scored this year in all competitions, they're the highest team, 120 goals.
Yeah, across the top 5 leagues.
Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it? Really.
They've got goals from all over the pitch, haven't they? And you've got players like Aguero in incredible form. Just given the ball, he's going to score.
And it's making this season, I'm very looking forward at the end of the year when we do like a Premier League review and talk about, you know, all competitions as well. It's exciting now because, you know, Liverpool looked like a few weeks ago they've won the league. That's it. You know, might as well put their name on the trophy. But now it's on. You know, City could do it. They're still looking good, but.
Yeah, well, City, they've bounced back very well from the Newcastle defeat, which was so unexpected, and they've bounced back like champions, haven't they?
Well, they needed that sometimes to show, right, how do we bounce back, like you say, you know, and so you got the championship, and then also if you look now at the top 4, who's going to come 4th, that's obviously Chelsea losing today has now made a great rivalry between United, Chelsea and Arsenal.
Yeah.
You could argue perhaps United, because they've got momentum and positivity, they're probably going to be the favourites now.
There's still a long way to go.
But there's still a long way to go. I'd like to think Arsenal have a good chance, and Chelsea will still believe they can do it. So we've got 2 extremes now. You've got trying to go for the league, and then you've got really good competition for 4th place, which I think's it's exciting. And then if you go back, I know we're diverting for this video, but you go to the relegation zone as well. It's a big threat at the moment, isn't it, between the teams?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, going back to the title race, this is what we want. It's February, and none of us know. And even Tottenham, we can't even rule them out of it, really. They won today, so that's exciting times. Yeah,
definitely. So, like I say, looking forward to seeing what Premier League has going forward.
Yeah, definitely. I think, worrying if you're a Chelsea fan, though.
Yeah.
If losing at Bournemouth, losing heavily at City. They've got a cup final against City coming up. Got some big games, Europa League coming up soon, FA Cup. Yeah, I mean, whether Sarri's going to make it through all those remains to be seen.
I think if you go by Chelsea's, history, doesn't look promising, does it?
No, this is a big turnaround.
Yeah, but again, I think it's a shame about this style of this modern era. Our managers don't get the time.
Yeah, but I think Sarri hasn't helped himself though. He's backed himself into a corner saying, I'm not going to adapt. I'm going to play 4-3-3. I'm going to play this Sarri ball. It's not working, is it? I mean, this thing about N'Golo Kante playing as a box-to-box midfielder, it just doesn't work. He's not the same player. If you play him alongside Jorginho, you probably get a better. You get certainly a better Kante, and you probably get a better Jorginho, because Jorginho on his own isn't mobile enough to cover a lot of ground cover the ground like Kante does. I mean, he's got good passing, don't get me wrong, but he needs options around him.
You are right, and you see it. They have to adapt, but he's got time to see if he can change in the next few games. But we know what Abramovich is like.
Well, if he loses the next couple, he might be out the door.
I think he's done. I'm sure he won't ask David Moyes, but there'll be something out there. Anyway, though, it's looking good. You enjoyed the game today?
Excellent game, great goals, but shocking defended by Chelsea.
Exactly. Fantastic. So we look forward to next week's actions, which will be the FA Cup.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this. You know what to do. Please subscribe and also follow us on Twitter and also Facebook. Thanks, guys.
See ya.